There we go. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Happy CPI day. I do love a bit of CPI. I do love a bit of CPI. Hold on. Let me switch gears. I don't need this one. Take this one. Alright, let's get into some analysis here. I might as well start with pound yen and then move on to gold, because I think gold will be the focus of today. Is that right? Yep. Okay, so pound yen is currently bullish, creating a support, or potentially a higher low to continue up. Not bad. 4 hour created a support and we're pushing up from that support. It's an area where prices come down and retested quite a lot, so around 198.2.3 area. 30-minute is breaking higher. So yesterday, looking at pound yen, yesterday was, price was all in this range here. As you can see, nothing much happened. There was no direction. It's a bit better today. It's looking more bullish today. Now we've got some 4 hour levels and price is still pushing. So what I was looking for is, because there's so many resistance levels above here, I needed a clean break. I needed a breakout where there was a clean range to the left, which looks like it's above 198.9. Only thing is, there is a 4 hour level right above, like literally right above, 15 pips away. But if we can keep pushing, then I think, this is a good place for pound yen to start pushing up from. Benny, what's good? Obviously we have news as well today, CPI. So I'm gonna look at possible scenarios for CPI and then see how both pairs might be affected. See if we get a move on GJ, see if we get a move on gold. So taking a look at gold now. Where's all my... I did have some analysis up. Alright, starting with the daily. So gold is currently bullish. It respected yesterday's low. We're pushing up. We've tapped into a 4 hour resistance. So I'll take a look at that in a second. But for right now, gold is looking bullish. We had a bullish Friday. We closed below a daily support. Bearish Monday. And now today is starting off bullish. It's just been straight up since Asian session. This could be a higher low. If the daily stays bullish, we could get a higher low and we could continue pushing up. So I'll go over the scenarios for CPI for gold staying bullish. But like I said, the 4 hour has tapped into this 4 hour resistance and is pulling back. So we did break the previous 4 hour high, but we have a strong resistance here, which price has tapped into nearly twice. Kind of did on the last candle, the last 4 hour candle, but it definitely did on this one. Tapped it and now it's flipped bearish. It's just recently flipped bearish. So if you look at the lower time frames, we're ranging. It's not giving us no indication of what CPI wants to do. We've just been ranging since, well, for like 6 hours, nearly 6 hours now, just in this tight range on gold on 30-minute time frame. In order for me to look for some buys, I need a strong closure above this resistance. So I'm expecting, if I'm going to get some buys, I expect to push, a clean push above this 4 hour level, a retracement, and then continue up. If that's what gold's going to do. If gold's going to continue up, I want to see obviously uptrend structure as that confirmation that price is going to keep pushing. The range below and above, they're both clean ranges on both sides. Let me put a little 30-minute resistance here, a support, sorry, here, right at the daily flip. So daily doesn't have much of a bottom wick, and like I said, it respected yesterday's low as well. So price is just ranging at the moment. This candle looks like it's about to close back in the Asian range, but it's gonna have to wait for some more information. So the possible scenarios I have for CPI, in fact I won't go over them yet. I'll wait for more people to and then I will break down some CPI. I don't have to go over it twice, you know, but I'll put it up on the I'll put it up as well. Where did I have it? In my Discord. Got notepads everywhere, guys. There we go. Tuesday. 15th. CP is I. Okay, CPI. Okay, CPI. How am I gonna write this? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Clean range on either side. Let's do .7. I'm not used to this keyboard. I've got two keyboards. One's big, one's small. I'm not used to the big one anymore. Giggity. 2.6. Alright, these are my predictions for CPI. Did you just giggity? Do you know what, yeah? It's such a habit now. It's such a bad habit. It's such a bad habit. I don't even realise I'm doing it. Flip it off. On stream, that's hilarious. What's up, Rosie? Rosie be listening, boy. Rosie, don't pay me no mind, that. Don't pay me no mind. Please, please, please. I wouldn't mind a gold I wouldn't mind gold sells after this candle closure. I wouldn't mind, because that would be a closure back. Look, we're back in Asian range, but I mean this candle kind of closed below, but the next candle didn't break that low, so I didn't have the sells there. Okay, 3 minutes. Do we have time? I'm gonna wait for this candle to close, and then I'm gonna go over the last CPI release, which was June 11th. I'm gonna wait for it. June 11th, and it was 2.5% forecast, and it came out 2.4, which was lower. Right, I'm gonna check it out after this candle closes, just in case we get into a trade. I don't want to miss it. Oh, did I edit that? I know I had a little win yesterday. Oh, trade's taken, it's not in there. It's all good, all good. What am I left it in there? $2.2. See if we can get some sells in here. That'll be nice. I don't know, man. The support might hold. Support might actually hold. Hopefully it doesn't. Give us a little closure. Little closure. Oh, 30 seconds, and then we can recap a recap last month's CPI, see how gold moved, see how pound yen moved, see if you can get some indication of what might happen today based on the results. Did price continue after the initial push? Did it tap into a key level? Did it retrace? You know, I'm not going to get that closure below. It's holding on this support right here. I do believe last CPI we had quite a big move. Or was that NFP? I might be thinking about NFP. Might be thinking NFP. Alright, so last CPI was June the 11th. June the 11th. Let's go to $1 o'clock. Let's go 12:30. Can clearly see where the CPI candle was. So beforehand, price was ranging. It was making highs. It was making lows. It looked like it was bullish at first. Up and from Asian session, made we respected the resistance. Came back down. Broke the first low. Created a support. Pushed up. Came back down, and then pushed up again. Now, this 7 o'clock, could that be some type of FOMC? Let me check what else happened that day, because that looks FOMC-ish. June the 11th. No, why did gold push on June the 11th? Something to ask ChatGPT? You know what, I'm going to ask it. Why did gold push up on June 11th around, what time was this? Around 7 p.m. GMT. Sometimes chat be knowing. Yeehaw, hello. Okay, so there was some US-China trade uncertainty. What happened? 2 p.m. Okay, so around 2 p.m. Eastern, right when US traders were processing both trade tensions and expectations for inflation data. The confluence of uncertainty in trade diplomacy and positioning ahead of CPI triggered a safe haven surge. Cool. Alright, so that's where it was, some tariff stuff. That's why price pushed at the end of the session, as per usual. Alright, but CPI. So the CPI reading last June was 2.5 forecast, and it came out lower, which prompted gold buys. And that's why gold pushed up. It didn't sustain these buys, obviously, because it pushed and then it came back. So again, it's the same prediction as last time. If CPI comes out lower, we're going to get some gold buys. Based on this move here, doesn't mean that the push is going to be long. It definitely didn't carry on over the whole session, did it? Alright, so pound yen. Let's see what happened with pound yen. Good old GJ. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that. Just to clean it up a little bit. Alright, so June 11th. Alright, so CPI, you can tell where the CPI candle was. So gold pushed up initially, GJ came down. So GJ was pushing up, CPI hit, we had a little spike and a drop. believe last time with the gold CPI, it was looking for some buys, right, on the next 15-minute candle, but it didn't happen. It actually came back down. If I remember correctly, that was the move, that was the play. Gold, are we gonna keep pushing down before the news? I don't expect gold to do anything before this news, to be fair. Just gonna let it run, let it do its thing, and then see if we can jump in afterwards. Try to jump in. So we need gold. No, we don't need gold. This forecast, so last time it was 2.5 forecast. So they're expecting inflation to be higher. They're expecting inflation to be higher than last month. The forecast last month was 2.5, and now they think it's going to be 2.6. But it actually came out 2.4. So potentially, and for the past, I think where did I just see it? Let me just look, so I'm not guessing. But for the last the last 4 months, see the actuals have come out 0.1% less than the forecast. 1% less. So we could get the same thing today. They could think that it's 2.6, but it actually comes out 2.5, which would mean some quick gold buys for us. But you know, we can't do anything until those numbers come out, to be fair. All right, so if gold does give us some buys, then what are we looking for? So if this support here holds for a whole pretty much just under an hour, if it holds from just under an hour, hold on, friend just sent me a message, 1 sec. Hello, Fashion Beauty. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Right, so yeah, if this area holds before news, then I would expect to push up from here. I do want to see what happens at this 4-hour resistance again, if it holds, because I'm thinking if we're gonna have another rejection or another whipsaw like last month where price pushed up and then it dropped back down, then where am I looking for price to push up to? So first of all, obviously it would be this 4-hour resistance or this 30-minute resistance, just a little bit higher, and then reject. So push up, tap into one of these levels, and then come back down. If it's gonna sell, do we have any 4-hour levels? So this, where the daily flip is, where the daily candle open, I'll be looking for price to push all the way down if we're gonna have a good sell-off. If you get the higher inflation, which they're gonna blame on tariffs, etc., etc., then I think we'll get a good sell-off on gold. Also, it will be respecting this daily resistance level. We'll be getting a longer bottom wick on the daily, and then yeah, we'll just continue down. But that would mean that, you know, inflation is 2.7%. It would have to be higher. Just gotta wait for those numbers to come out now. Hey. Where did my CPI data go? Nah. There we go. Thought it disappeared. No, where's it going? Ain't games for me. In fact, let me put it up over here. There we go. Looks like gold wants to keep coming down though. Wasn't going to stay above this support forever, was it? What's my guy saying? Clean range for sells. Yes, clean range indeed. Very clean range for the sells down. All the way down to the daily flip. Fill this whole Asian range. Very nice sells. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Price gonna retrace back up into this range. Doesn't need to make any bottom wicks. We've got bottom wicks, very small bottom wicks, but we have them. This could just be a 4-hour bottom wick, because the 4-hour didn't really have much. Oh, it broke that previous 4-hour low actually. Not a fan of this gold price action, I'll be honest with you. Just especially on the 4-hour. Especially on the 4-hour. Because we've got highs, lower highs. You know, we're respecting this area up here. We've had 2 candles respect this resistance. We've broken this low. So it's looking bearish at the moment, just because we've got these lower highs. But to continue the downtrend, obviously this will need to create resistance and then break below 33.43 to continue pulling back. But then looking from down here, we've got uptrend structure. So we've got lows, higher low, higher low. So this candle would need to flip bullish, push up, and then break above at least 33.67 to continue the uptrend. So CPI is definitely gonna be interesting. I really don't know which way I'm leaning more towards. It depends how this 30-minute, not this one, depends how the next 30-minute closes, where it closes. Alright, let me go to the bathroom real quick. Un momento. What's pound yen doing? Let's go back. Alright, cool. 2 seconds. Okay, gold going back down. Goldie didn't trade it into a FVG. What's that again? What's the FVG? I don't speak ICT, I'm afraid. Oh, did it trade into an FVG? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I just trade support and resistance levels. You're in the wrong place for that. Try to keep it simple over here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't answer that for you, I'm afraid. But what I would say is that what I do like about this is we tapped into this 4-hour resistance, rejected it, created a resistance here. So this is the 4-hour level right here. Beautiful. I put a whole zone more than just a specific area. So it tapped in anywhere. It could have tapped anywhere into this 4-hour zone, created a resistance, and then actually did have a trade earlier right here, 62.5, and I closed out just before the stream started. But if this candle had closed below, I would have got into another trade to continue down and got the breakout, but it didn't. And I was in two minds about gold and its direction, because earlier on in the session, I did say this at the beginning of the stream, I got a closure below here at 9 o'clock. So this was my initial support here like that. Got the closure below, so it kind of tapped into this area but didn't quite reach. Strong closure down, and then it didn't break. You said I asked if gold traded into FVG. I did say that I don't know what that is. I don't trade FVGs, so I'm sorry if I didn't answer that correctly, but I don't know what that is, so I can't answer a question I don't know. What strategy is that? It sounds ICT-ish. Sounds like smart money concepts, which I don't trade. But I mean, it's just so complicated, isn't it? When's the last time I used to just go? Do you analyze gold always? Always, every day, every single day. Every single day. New York Open, into New York Open. Sometimes London session as well, if there's London session news. Every day analyze golds. Starting from the daily time frame, using the 4-hour time frame, and then dropping down to the 30. Using the 15 sometimes for risk management. We've got a nice closure below. So I don't want to take a trade right before CPI, so I'm just gonna wait. Fair value gap. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, nah. Sorry, I don't use that strategy. I try to keep it simple. Do you know what I did here? I was listening to this trading podcast about, you know, from one of the prop firms. A lot of prop firms, you know, have ICT or smart money concept traders. And they said those stats came from, so no matter what strategy you learn, it's the person that uses it and how you apply it. That's going to make you profitable or not. And they said the passing rate, said most of the traders who trade on prop firms trade ICT, smart money concepts. And a lot of them, the failures come from the majority of that strategy and those traders there. It really puts things into perspective. Doesn't really matter what strategy you use, it's how you apply it. It's how you apply it. Because if everyone is trading the same thing, the majority of people are trading the same strategy, and everyone's getting different results, it's not exactly the strategy, is it? Please do something with your video. It's not bright at all. I can see it clearly on my screen. It's all good over here. Yeah, I can see it. I've got it up on the monitor. Doesn't look dark. Alright, 24 minutes till CPI. Got a closure below, but it's gonna wait till after news for the trades. Let's see how far this thing pushes down before this release. Looks like it's going to rain heavy outside. Good day to be inside trading. Still falling. How much is this thing dropped right here? 12 pips, not bad. It's a 16. Good thing is it's broken that previous 4-hour low. I think gold might continue down today. If it does, that would mean you could potentially get a higher CPI at 2.7 or higher. Damn, it is getting dark though. Shoot. Just felt like everywhere just... It's outside got dark. It was sunny like 10 minutes ago. Gonna piss down today. Yo, it just got very grey outside. Very grey. Very grey. What's pound yen doing? The rain started, hasn't started yet. I don't know what my neighbours are doing, all that banging. Pound yens. Look, pound yens holding at this resistance. It's created a resistance. So what happened last time? Pound yen went down, gold went up. Go back to gold. Structure wise, if I'm just going based on current candles, gold looks like it's going to push down, honestly. Just based on the 4-hour structure of the market. The rejection wicks at the top, you know, we've tapped into that 4-hour resistance. If I was going for sells, I'm looking at 33.43, like just quick sells down. Oh wow, 1 second. Yeah, my neighbours are doing work on their house. I'm gonna keep my mic off until it's done. I was looking out for a Raja Casino today. He's not trading today. I love a bit of Raja Casino. Some CPI trades. Fucking hell. Yo, every time I go to turn off the mic, Oh, is he still coming down? Let me put this analysis back on. My bad. I can't remember why I had it off. Oh, is it gonna fill this whole range? This whole Asian range? These sells were nice, man, weren't they? Perfect, man. Closure below, clean range down. Shit. Really nice. So a new 15-minute candle just opened and kept dropping. I don't think it's over yet. Sounds like they're moving as well. I hear the hammer. Pound yen is pushing. Okay, a nice continuation pattern. Broke above this resistance. All right, how long we got? 10 minutes till this news. Let's go, let's go. Now look, right before news, we're approaching a 30-minute support on gold and a 4-hour resistance on pound yen. well, it's a 15-minute support, sorry, on gold, not a 30-minute, but still quite a bit of a rejection. Pound yen, we're nearly at this 4-hour level. Sorry, there's a lot of drilling going on near my house, so I'm trying to keep my mic off for it because it's very loud and non-stop. I don't know what they're drilling. You said, is this a break and retest? It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be. Right, they're putting in a fresh bathroom next door. That's what it is. So it's going to be a lot of drilling. Break and retest. If this was a break and retest, obviously we've got the break, and the retest would be price pulling up to 33.58. So back to anywhere in this area where it broke out, from this range. So that's, if price does come back up and then come back down, then it'll be the break and retest. But for now, it's just a break. For now, it's just a break. If there was a resistance here where it tapped and price had broken up from that resistance, then the retest down here would be the break and retest. Do you know what I mean? So you have the resistance, you come back, retest the resistance, and then push up. But as it stands, I don't see this as a break and retest, not yet, because it hasn't. It's broken, but it hasn't retested. So the retest would be the confirmation of that, which we're not at yet. But look at this. Look at this. All right, just under 2 minutes for CPI. Tap that 4-hour resistance on pound yen. And this current 30-minute looks like it's about to flip bullish. So again, if the numbers come out 2.7 or higher, as in hot inflation, then I believe pound yen is going to drop. I mean GJ, so gold is going to drop. If it comes out lower, 2.5, then gold is going to buy. If it stays the same or as forecast, then I think we're just going to get a whipsaw. We'll get a whipsaw. So we'll get a push up because it's higher than last month, because it has actually gone up. So that would be the gold buys. But then I think it will come back down because it's expected. So that's why I think we'll get that whipsaw. But for the sells, if it was going to sell, I would have expected it to retest, you know, one of these levels down here, which it kind of already has. Got 30-minute support, 15-minute support. If it decides to sell down, maybe a retest of the daily flip and then push back up. But look, currently this 30-minute candle has flipped bullish. So this is it's gonna be a very tricky trade. I have a feeling it's gonna come out at 2.6 and done. Alright, let me keep it up here. Let's Alright, pending. Oh wow. Here we go. Price is pushed up already. Big push up. Wow. And pound yen, what did it do? Reject this 4-hour resistance. Man. Expected this push up, not gonna lie. Just because it retested, it already had the retest right before the news. Go on, gold, push. What's the results? It came out 2.7. 2.7 actually came out higher, but it's pushing up. Well, I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. It's supposed to come down. Maybe that was the retest. Maybe that was the retest to then come back, because the 2.7, I'm anticipating sells, to be fair. Break and retest. Pound yen. No, I wouldn't take sells just yet. If I was gonna get into any sells, I would wait for this. I'd wait for at least the 15-minute candle to close. At least the 15-minute candle to close. Sorry, it's too bad to do anything. I think they're not gonna stop anytime soon as well. I see the whole bathtub outside. They ain't even put that in yet. You said next M15 for entry, but SL is crazy. I couldn't even. Yeah, the stop loss is massive. You saw me measure it out. Stop loss is over 100 pips. It's just, I mean, 114 pips. I mean, even 100 is kind of big for me. Oh man. Alright, so we've tapped into this support here. I want to see if this support holds, if this support breaks. We're going down. I was thinking about taking an entry on the next 15-minute, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait for the 30-minute to close. Because my target for the sells, remember, it was 33.43. So, I mean, we're only like 50 pips away. In fact, we got to what, 30 pips away. Alright, tap this support here. see if this support holds. These 40 pip retracements. Alright, so we've got a new 15-minute candle about to open. Continuation patterns already played out. Daily still bullish on gold. Hasn't broken this previous low. Very curious to see how this 30 minutes is going to close. And then if this 30-minute candle closes above this support, then I'm going to wait for the next 30-minute candle. So the 2 o'clock candle in just under 14 minutes. I want to see that create a support to then go back up. That's what I'll be looking for. And that would also be the new 4-hour candle. It will also be the new 4-hour candle, potentially respecting this low and then creating a higher low to then continue back up. So we have CPI year on year that came out higher than expected. Month on month, month over month came out as forecast, but the core CPI month over month came out less than expected. So there was 3 numbers that came out for CPI, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 as expected. So it's literally mixed news. Let's see what the DXY did. Woo! Dollar index. So the dollar dropped. It's probably when gold pushed up, and now it's pushing right back up. So if that's pushing up, does that mean gold is going to keep pushing down? That's usually how it goes. Usually how it goes. Let's see. Man, look at GU. It's just been on a steady downtrend. Look, for days now, since last Friday, just straight down. Oh, here we go. I'm actually gonna have to end the stream at 2. I wanted to go on a little bit further just for the CPI to catch a move, but they're not even close to finish doing what they're doing. They're literally putting in a whole new bathroom next door. I just went, they've got a sink, they've got a bath, mad boxes, making a whole new bathroom. Right, so gold is just sitting in the middle of this range. So like I said, if the next 4-hour candle creates a support, or the next 4-hour candle pushes down, doesn't fill this wick, just makes the bottom wick, then flips bullish, then I'll be looking for the buyers back up, especially if it closes back above 33.58 or even 33. Yeah, no, it'd have to be further up here. It'd have to be all the way up. But right now this gold price action isn't wonderful. NYSE open is when the volume is going to kick in, so 2:30. I need to see how this 2-hour this 2 o'clock candle closes, the 30-minute, because after this news, once NYSE market actually opens, we're going to see some volume kick in. We're going to get some direction. So price moves after market open. I wish gold was out of this range. 4-hour candle isn't helping. It's really not. It's really not helping. But one thing I would say is the DXY. The DXY being, oh wait, the DXY is coming back down. Oh man, this isn't helping. Typically I'd go, all right, dollar index is bearish, so gold should push up. But it was bullish. It's a bit all over the place. I'm not gonna rush into anything. I'm gonna wait for more information because we're still in this range. I was looking for buys if this support held in the next 4 minutes. But if price comes down to the daily flip where the daily candle opened and it breaks yesterday's low, I think we're gonna get more of a pullback because look, we've pushed up, we didn't break yesterday's high. We're very close to yesterday's low. Very, very close. Where's the actual low? The low is 33.41. Let's call it 33.41 on the dot. If we break below that, we're gonna have more of a pullback. And I believe I discussed this yesterday. We have a push up, we have a pullback. We have a push up, so could be due a pullback. And that's if the daily candle breaks yesterday's low. This is coming back down though. Woo! Waiting game. You just gotta wait it out, wait it out, wait it out. No rush into anything. Wait for some more candles to close. Alright, 2 minutes. Pound yen retested this 4-hour resistance again. I'm forgetting about GJ, but this range is just, for me, it's not very tradable because I don't have any direction. There's no direction here. Look, we've got lows, then we've got higher lows, then we've got higher highs, and then we've got lower lows. It's just, it's ranging, right? No. Alright, so next candle, new 4-hour candle is about to open. Need a top wick. If it breaks this low, I think we push down a little bit more. I want to see how it reacts to this 4-hour support. I'm gonna have to leave it here, guys, because this is too loud. But looking for a support on the 30-minute to continue up, or if price retest this broken support, then I'll drop back down on gold. Listen to this, Ash. My neighbours putting in a new bathroom. I can't even stream through this. But yeah, I'm gonna message you. I'll WhatsApp you like now. Alright guys, peace out.